Hello everyone and welcome back to the New York Empoleon's Week 2 Battle of the PBAL Season 10. We are here this week taking on Zilix, coach of the Detroit Torracats. And Zilix, if I am going to go over to their page, was a Season 4 finalist of the PBAL. And like I said, I'm going to try to talk about everyone's accomplishments throughout the PBAL because they're all all-stars. This is an all-star cast, all-star season. So we did start out 1-0 here. We did pick up a win last week in a weird match, but this one's going to be a little bit more normal. We built our own team. It's here. It's on the screen. Torkoal, Indeedee, Orthworm, Qianpao, Toxtricity, and Dugtrio. Like I said, I am not doing a draft analysis for this league, so when I bring them on, that's the first time y'all are going to see it, and you can then know that it's on the team. Until then, you may not know that I have certain Pokemon on my roster, and I'm not really talking about the ones I'm not bringing, so I'm not too stressed about it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we're seeing here. So we've got Slitherwing, Iron Jugulus, Serena, Magnezone, Palafin, and Hippowdon. No Florges, no Lycanroc, and no Iron Thorns. Okay. So Serena and Iron Jugulus can both Terra, so we've got to watch out for that. My mons that can Terra, for reference for everybody, is Toxtricity. That's the only mon that I brought this week that can Terra. I'm not going to tell you what the other one is. You saw it last week if you watched the video. But anyway, so I like Orthworm as a lead, but they'll expect that I'm going to lead Orthworm and lead something like Hippowdon, which is not my favorite. Hippowdon actually looks like a very good lead for them, so I could lead with something like Qianpao, which I don't think is actually going to kill a Hippowdon from full. No, not quite. So yeah, maybe I just lead Earthworm. I mean, it's immune to ground moves, so that's fine. Or I can't remember how Earth Eater works. Is it immune? I think it's immune. It has Stealth Rock. I'll click that, then I'll Shed Tail, and we'll be in the game. It'll be great. Everyone will be very impressed. Good luck to my opponent, and I will see whether this team works. So it's Slitherwing that leads here. So close combat's not killing, but it is taking me out of range of a Shed Tail. I could just go into Torkoal to tank the hit a little bit better, but they're both just like equally bulky and both gonna not appreciate a close combat. Plus he gets Pro Synthesis boost, so I actually think I'm just gonna click Rocks here, which I know it's like kind of throwing away my Orthworm in many ways, but I'm curious what they're gonna go for. There's a close combat. Okay, that did a huge chunk. I could have Shed Tailed there. If Dugtrio got Aerial Ace in this gen, I would have Shed Tailed there, because obviously I'll get the Citrus Berry and be back above Shed Tail range. And then I would have gone into Dugtrio and killed the Slitherwing, just like straight up. It would be a -1 and I would just kill it with an Aerial Ace. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and my only resist to close combat right now is Toxtricity, which I don't want to switch in on a Slitherwing, to be honest. And I die to another one here. So I guess Orthworm, you set up Rocks. Good job. U-turn. That didn't do enough. Oh my gosh. That didn't do enough to not let me click Shed Tail. I thought I was just going to die to a close combat. I don't know what they thought I was going to go into there, because I don't have an answer to that. So they're getting their Palafin in. Stealth Rocks are up. We go to 2. 2 is not dead. Dugtrio doesn't kill a Palafin, does it? Oh, I died a Jet Punch. Wait, that's level 60. I died a Jet Punch. Alright. given that, then let's go ahead and go into Toxtricity. Because this thing hasn't done its thing yet. You do have a Hippo. But I do have a sub. So, yeah, we can just go ahead and click Overdrive. Or click... No, let's just Boom Burst. You don't have a Ghost yet. Whatever comes in. Don't care. Switch it in. Whatever it is you want to switch in. Terra Normal, Boom Burst behind a Substitute. Do whatever you want. Opponent. You brought in your Palafin. Good job. You stayed in. I guess you got speed, so yeah, that makes sense. You just break it with the flip turn here. Yo, imagine if I was running like Absorb Bulb. That'd be pretty wild. Alright. Oh, we outspeed. What? Alright, that thing's dead. They must be running like no speed. Alright, Palafin's gone. That's good. Toxtricity kills Palafin with Boom Burst. And we keep our sub? I'm okay with that. So Magnezone comes in. I guess I can Boom Burst scout out whether you're like Scarfed or anything. You're probably just gonna like Volt Switch, but I'm just gonna Boom Burst here. I mean, it does the most damage, so. And I'm Specs, so I don't have a choice. This thing can't Terra into Ghost. The Serena and Iron Jugglers both could, but I don't know if they think I'm Scarf now instead of Specs, but we'll find out here that I'm Specs. Jesus. Yeah, Volt Switch comes out. It's gonna break this up. But, like, do you just go Slitherwing? That, like, you kind of have to, but you know I'm Specs now, right? You kind of have to go Slitherwing here. If you go Slitherwing, I just sack off my Orthworm. It's dead anyway. You'll probably U-turn, but that's fine. I mean, you might have to go Slithering and click Close Combat. Like, you might have to do that. Yeah. So there's Slitherwing. Get some Stealth Rock Chip. Leftovers. Oh, are you Jolly? You have to be Jolly to kill here. There's no incentive to staying in and risking it. But you have to be Jolly to outspeed me. But you could have like First Impression or something like that, so there's no incentive to stay in when I have a fully sackable Orthworm at this point. So Slitherwing kills Orthworm. With U-turn. Yeah, I could have just stayed in and taken that. Like, that was an option. And just gotten another kill. Like, I'm a little surprised that they went for that, but... and not the close combat, but it doesn't really matter either way. I guess the switch was really obvious. I'm not sure what their plan was there, but... They do have Serena and Iron Jugulis, which are still spooky. We're going into the Magnezone, and we did see that Toxtricity outsped it, so... Just gonna go back into it. And I'm just gonna click Boom Burst. And they're gonna go back into Slitherwing. They're gonna go back into Slitherwing here. And this time they're gonna click Post Combat. So Toxtricity kills Magnezone with Boom Burst. And we can find out if they're max speed Jolly, because they kind of have to be like max speed Jolly to outspeed me. And they will still kill me. Like, that's not even a little bit in a roll. And the question just is, do I sack here? Or, like, risk it? To find out if you're max speed Jolly? Knowing that, like, now Dazzling Gleam from this thing is super scary? Maybe. Yeah, if you're adamant, I outspeed you, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. This thing's really good in the late game, too. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to sack it here. But I don't really have a great answer to Slitherwing, and they seem sick. Yeah, they seem stressed about it, so... Like, this time I'm just going to stay and I'm going to go for it. And Toxtricity kills Slitherwing with Boom Burst. So the only thing that outspeeds me right now is Iron Jugulus. And they clearly don't have a Terra Ghost, because if they had one, they would use it already. But yeah, I'm just timid max speed on this thing, and they did not prep for that, apparently. So Iron Jugulus does outspeed. Specs Hurricane kills right now. Nothing but Specs Hurricane kills me. So the question is, do I keep this? The answer is no, right? Because I have a Chien-Pao in the back, I just go for it. There's a Hurricane, which they missed. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Toxtricity kills Iron Jugulus with Boom Burst. Woof, that's unfortunate. I don't know if they're specs. I have to assume they are. Serena comes in, I'm just going to Boom Burst. Like, AV Serena can live one. Maybe. Depending on how bulky it is. Alright, what's your Terra? Let's see it. Let's see your Terra type. Terra Fighting. Okay. Do you outspeed? No. This was rude. I feel bad about this. And Hippowdon, I think, lives one. Maybe. To be honest, maybe not. And it's like max special defense, and even then it's a roll. And I don't die to an Earthquake, so... Feel bad about that. Kills Hippowdon with Boom Burst. But, I feel good for Toxtricity, because here's the thing. Terra Toxtricity was going to do that at some point, right? It might as well do it early in the season. Show that it's like a huge threat, because what I want is my opponents to look at that and be like, oh my god, I really have to over-prepare for Boom Burst Toxtricity, and then I can turn around and not bring it, or bring some other set, because I really like things like Acid Spray Toxtricity and other sets, so hopefully my opponents don't watch this video and are like, and to the end, and they're like, oh my gosh, Toxtricity is super threatening, I need to prepare for it, as opposed to me saying, you don't need to prepare for it that hard, because I won't always bring it. But in this match, it looked really good. It performed about as well as you could possibly imagine it performing. The sub really helped, the outspeeding Slitherwing obviously really helped. Yeah, that's... What was that, a 5-0? I think? Yeah, Orthworm died, and I think everything else survived. Toxtricity got 6 kills. I very rarely do that with him on. That's wild. But we are now starting off the season 2-0, which is really, really exciting. Obviously, this is an all-star cast. It's a bunch of people who have had really substantial success in the PBAL in the past. So I'm just glad to be showing that in Gen 9, I still have it to some extent. So thank you all so much for watching. Who are watching on YouTube, I'm just babbling at this point. I will see you all next time as we continue on the DDL, PBAL, and we're going to be starting up the PAC as well pretty soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everybody.